Special Forces soldier sneaks into ISIS hideout, emerges with one thing that will save America. The war against ISIS is still raging around the globe. While soldiers fight to eradicate this plague, military forces are doing all that they can to help fight against this vile enemy. But it is what one Special Forces soldier did that has saved countless lives. A 25-year-old Special Forces member snuck behind enemy lines disguised as an ISIS militant in Mosul. After sneaking into the enemy's hideout, this brave soldier killed 6 ISIS militants, and that was just him getting warmed up. Over the last 9 months, Iraqi troops have been doing their best to recapture the city of Mosul. The city has been the location of intense fighting as ISIS militants are not willing to let go of their stronghold that is it. If the city of Mosul is recaptured, it would mark the end of the so-called caliphate that ISIS has been trying to create, which is why one Iraqi soldier was determined to help make that possible sooner than later. Mohammed Qasim was sent on this perilous mission disguising himself as an ISIS fanatic and conned the militants into believing him. Qasim reportedly wore a smock and scarf and then snuck past the Islamist group's heavily guarded defenses in the northern Iraqi city. Once behind the lines, he was able to locate the locations of ammunition dumps, as well as sniper and machine gun teams. Then before Mohammed Qasim was able to escape, he was able to kill 6 militants before getting back to safety. Here is more from the Daily Mail. An Iraqi soldier has been dubbed the Lion of Mosul after volunteering to sneak behind enemy lines on a daring mission. Mohammed Qasim, 25, infiltrated the enemy by donning a smock and scarf and carrying an AK-47. Before identifying key machine gun and sniper nests, he then shot 6 ISIS fighters dead and returned to his commanders, who promptly shelled the positions before overwhelming the jihadists in an infantry attack. Mohammed's brave actions came in the closing days of the battle for Mosul while fighting with the SAS-trained Gold Division of the Iraqi Special Forces. The Daily Mirror reported the Iraqi advance into Mosul's old city had been halted after they came under fire from ISIS, but could not figure out where from. Commanders devised a plan for someone to infiltrate the militants, and Mohammed volunteered himself. His daring mission, which a source said saved dozens of military and civilian lives, saw him promoted in the field to the rank of lieutenant. General Abdul Wahab al-Sadi said, "We are all very proud of what this soldier did. He is a very brave man. He makes us all hold our heads up high." Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi announced Mosul officially liberated from ISIS earlier this week, following almost 8 months of fighting to retake the city. Combat was most fierce in the streets of the old city, with US commanders calling it the most intense scene since the end of the Second World War. In total, it took more than 4 months to drive the fanatics from their hideouts there in a battle that reduced most of the district to rubble, causing an estimated $1 billion worth of damage. More than 2,000 ISIS fighters were killed in the fighting, while 1,000 Iraqi soldiers are reported to have died. There is a reason that this brave Special Forces soldier is being dubbed the Lion of Mosul. It is because what he did was incredibly brave considering what would have been done to him had he been discovered. According to a source close to the operation, Qasim didn't even think twice when the idea came up and he made himself a volunteer immediately. The source also added, if he was captured he would have been tortured very slowly and held up as a trophy by Islamic State fighters. What makes this mission even more astounding is how many lives this amazing man saved. Because of Qasim's actions, he was able to extract sensitive information that possibly saved many American lives fighting ISIS. And the good news just keeps coming after this courageous act. Shortly after Qasim returned from his dangerous mission, Iraqi Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi declared final victory over ISIS in Mosul. Al-Abadi said the battle is settled and the remaining pockets of ISIS are encircled in the last inches of the city. His media office said in a statement, "It is a matter of time before we declare to our people the great victory." The Prime Minister said the Iraqi military is fighting to free civilians whom ISIS is using as human shields in approximately 50 to 100 houses. This is the fantastic news that could not have come at a better time at all. The fact that ISIS is being pushed back and Iraqi forces have been able to reclaim the city of Mosul is a reason to celebrate. Mohammed Qasim is incredibly courageous and deserves all the accolades he receives. There is no telling how many lives he saved because of his selfless act. Share to show your respect for this brave soldier. Thanks for watching.